Coming up on 6:15, it is our second morning of below freezing temperatures, and while it is expected to warm up quite a bit today, residents in the Coastal Empire and the Low Country are urged to take precautions. WJCL's Cassidy Lance joins us from Southside Savannah. She's standing by in the very cold weather. Good morning, Cassidy.
Good morning. I'm live here at the corner of Montgomery Crossroads and Abercorn Street, where just yesterday black ice was reported along the roadway. Now, we're not seeing conditions quite as bad as yesterday. It's not quite as cold, but there are still very thin sheets of ice along the same stretch that we saw yesterday. Now, even though this cold snap is almost over, the city of Savannah is still urging residents to take some precautions. Now, as I just mentioned, black ice was found here yesterday, which may have been caused by sprinklers being left on along these parking lots. Now, the city says they've already turned off their irrigation systems and are asking residents and businesses to do the same, as that runoff could create icy roadways and sidewalks. Now, city leaders are also asking residents to let water drip from a faucet through the morning hours to prevent pipes from freezing when temperatures will still be below freezing, and they're expected to be below freezing throughout the morning. The city will be responding to reports of frozen pipes, but they're expecting a heavy volume of calls this morning, as you can expect, and say their response may be delayed. So if you find your pipes are frozen or damaged in any way, you should call your plumber as well. Now, finally, if you find this morning your cold water is working but your hot water is not, that's a sign your hot water pipe has frozen or burst. So what should you do in that situation? Well, the city says turn off the hot water heater breaker in your breaker box, then call a plumber. Now, to avoid these icy roadways, sidewalks, walkways, the city's even turned off the majority of the fountains throughout downtown, with the exception of the one in Forsyth Park. Now, that's because these water sources really can be dangerous for drivers and for pedestrians as well. Like I said, a thin sheet of ice already forming along this roadway. And as you can see behind me, a bus stop. This is a very popular bus stop along Abercorn and Montgomery Crossroad, where people have to wait for their bus every morning. And take a look, we're going to kneel down right here. You can see just ice and slush all throughout this grass. As we've been here all morning, we've had to be very careful as we walk because it's extremely slippery. So all the more reason to take these tips into consideration. Live from Montgomery Crossroad and Abercorn Street, I'm Cassidy Lance. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Cassidy.